everyone, my name is Joanna Hammack. I came to Truett because a lot of my family lives up here, and they also attended Truett, and then once they graduated they stayed here in Cleveland, and I liked the idea of being somewhere close by family. And another reason I also decided to attend Truett was because I got to meet many of the faculty here at a student music camp, and at that camp, I got to see how much they love music and how much they love God, and I want to know more about music and know more about God, and I realized they could help me grow in that. And we also built good relationships, and I love that about Truett, and I wanted to come here to do those things. I'm a resident here at Truett, and I am a freshman. I came from, my dad was a pastor, and so I moved around my whole life. We've lived mostly in Georgia, but we lived in 2 houses in North Alabama. But the last place I lived in was Albany, Georgia. And Albany, Georgia is southwest Georgia, kind of really close to Alabama, an hour away. And there's not really much to do in Albany. The only fun thing to do really is to go to Target on the weekends, but everybody's there because there's nothing to do. Albany's one big claim to fame is that the Courageous movie was filmed there, and Sherwood Baptist Church is there, and they made that movie or helped make that movie. In Albany, I'm homeschooled, and I've been homeschooled my whole life. And in Albany, I attended a co-op called Classical Conversations, and I attended there just for my junior and senior year of high school. My favorite memory of being in high school that I'll always remember, or being in school, is waking up late and doing my work in my pajamas, because I was homeschooled and I love to do that, and I love to do it and tell all the other people, all the kids at church. I'd always be they'd be complaining about waking up early, and I'd be oh well, I woke up at 10 o'clock, kind of crawled out of bed, ate some breakfast, and then just started my work whenever I wanted, didn't even get dressed. To describe myself in 3 adjectives, I would say I'm introverted. I think because I was homeschooled, I didn't really, I did talk to people at church or on the weekends, and then definitely when I started the co-op, I talked to a lot more people. But going out was not really something that we did because we were homeschooled. And so I like to be by myself most of the time. I do like my friends and I do hang out with them, but sometimes I'm just okay, bye guys, gonna go chill in my dorm for a couple hours. I'm also analytical. I like to zoom out. Whenever my friends will come to me and they'll be this is the situation, I don't really know what to do. I like to zoom out and look at the whole situation and be well, if we look at what this says and what the Bible says, and I think this is how you handle the situation. And I think that's because I've been more of a math person, and math is pretty simple and stuff. And then the 3rd adjective would be creative. I love to crochet and to draw and designing things. I like to paint. Not very good at painting, but I still like to do it. So yeah, my motto in life would be to know God and to make Him known. That was the motto of Classical Conversations, the co-op that I attended. I like that motto because it's pretty much what the Bible says. We are to know God, to have a good relationship with God, and then we are to go forth and to make disciples of the nations. And so I think that's a great motto to live by because it's exactly what the Bible says. So a personal statement for what God has done for me. I have never had anything dramatic in my life happen to me, like being miraculously cured from cancer. However, I see God in all the little things, and I think He's blessed me in that. I see God in how He has provided for me. So, I've lived 18 years. I've had a good education. I can read. I know there are a lot of people out there who are not blessed to learn to read. I get to attend college. Not a lot of people get to attend college. And, I play an instrument. And all these things that God has given me. He's given me food for 18 years. And I am just so glad that He has provided for me in that. And I think about that often. So the reason that I am considering teaching is 2 reasons. In my senior year at my co-op, one of the things we had to learn was music theory for 1 semester, and I already knew music theory, and the tutor who was teaching that class didn't know music theory at all. And so she let me teach the class with her provision. We worked on it together. And I loved doing that. I loved teaching music theory, and that was the moment I was I want to teach music. That's what I'm gonna do. This feels so right. And the second reason is because at that co-op I got to do nursery in the afternoons with the younger kids who were only supposed to do school for like the first half of the day. And they were from the ages like 2 to 6, around 2 to 6 I think. And I loved those kids, and I loved talking and just having conversations with them. I loved playing in the gym with them, whether it was duck, duck, goose or we were just throwing a ball around. It was so much fun. I loved helping them with their work if they had any questions. Sometimes I did about math. And it was the best. I loved them so much, even if they were kind of hard to deal with sometimes, but they were the best. I loved them. And I was like, I think little kids or elementary is what I want to teach to. And then long-term future goals, I think I want to teach at college one day, way in the future, maybe get my master's and do that. It sounds like fun, and I think I could do it. And so yeah, I think that's it.